Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar with Bologna Business School. My name is Nelly, and I'll be the moderator of this event today. Just a few words to tell you what to expect. You will hear more about BBS top programs in business management and marketing management, and you will hear from former students who share their experience studying in Italy. At the end of the webinar, we will have a Q&A session, so don't hesitate to ask your questions. You can use the Q&A box at any time. There are no wrong or right questions, or questions are welcome. Before starting, I just want to briefly introduce my colleague, Georgi, who already contacted some of you or will contact you after the webinar with more additional information. Hello, Georgi.
Hi everyone, ciao a tutti. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where everybody is joining from. First of all, welcome to this webinar. I hope you find it useful and informative. You should have already received some communication from me. If not, you will get some details later after the webinar. I am admissions consultant, helping navigate potential applicants with the master programs of Bologna. And yeah, keep in touch. Hope again you find the webinar useful. And yeah, you have a good time.
Thank you, Georgi. Everything is set, everything is working. I'm giving the word to you, Gabriela.
Thank you very much, Nelly. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good morning. As Georgi said, from wherever you are in the world. By way of introduction, my name is Gabriela. I head up international sales at the Bologna Business School. And joining me here is Pierluigi and Alessandra, who are two of our executive educational specialists, as well as Claudio and Julia, who are our alum. We will be starting off with the presentation, and then during the Q&A session, please do not hesitate to ask any questions that you may have. Great. So today we'll be speaking about the professional masters at the Bologna Business School, specifically concentrating on business management or marketing management. Just to give you a little bit of background about who we are as a business school. We are a business school that really, within our day-to-day DNA and in our day-to-day active daily life, really take into consideration interdisciplinary and internationalization, together with the integration with companies, as well as our sustainability, in order to ensure that we offer for our students that spend the year here with us a interdisciplinary time. We really do believe that the integration together with those of the companies, as well as the leaders of industries, really ensure that you have a fantastic experience with the Bologna Business School. In terms of our accreditations, we are EQUIS accredited as a school. We actually went through our re-accreditation process this year, as well as the fact that some of our masters are EFMD accredited as programs. So we are really building towards our accreditation process, as well as our rankings. Here you can see some of the masters that are currently ranked within Financial Times, as well as QS. So that really is a interesting aspect of the school, that more programs as we go and as we've grown are constantly being ranked. So here you can see the QS Masters ranking of 2023 include both business management as well as marketing management. In terms of our key facts, in general, the professional masters at the Bologna Business School, there are 9 of them. The average age runs between 24 and 30. We have participants over 103 countries, and within 6 months we have 95% placement within Italy. As I mentioned, we have over 103 countries, of which we have 24 to 30-year-olds that we ensure are a part of our professional masters, and we have 95% placement within 6 months within 6 months of finishing the professional masters. Great. In terms of our campuses, we have a new campus that we have just inaugurated. So we inaugurated this last week, Friday, in Attica of our graduation. We're very excited about this because this is our new campus that is right across the road from our Villa Guastavillani, which is our historical campus. This new campus will give us a living space of over 330,000 square meters, as well as a classroom capacity of over 500 people. There will be a new cafeteria, and it will give us a fantastic point of network for the community, as well as for the students within the year. In terms of initiative and sustainability, we are the first place in Europe for the university in terms of a sustainable development. This was as per the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings in 2020, and we have over 10 years of experience when it comes to sustainability education. So why choose a master at the Bologna Business School? The professional masters improve obviously your professional skills, we nurture your passion, and we also help you access the job market within Italy. But why Bologna Business School specifically? We have an internationally faculty-led. In terms of the fact, our international faculty is interdisciplinary. We have professors that come from the University of Bologna, as well as visiting professors and practitioners. So this gives an interdisciplinary approach to your learning experience, as well as obviously company visits and leadership talks in order to ensure that you have an impact together with the learning journey. In terms of our programs for the academic year of 24-25, in business management or professional master in business management, we have global and emerging markets as a track. So just to remind you that business management is one master in its totality, which then splits into smaller groups for tracks. So we have global and emerging markets, green management and sustainable businesses, Italian premium brands, life science and medtech, as well as tourism, heritage, and events, which are options in English in order to then, give you more of a vertical specialization when you'd like to choose the business management as an option. In terms of our Italian options, if there's any Italians that are on the call this evening, we also have made in Italy or retail management in e-commerce or food and wine as options that are taught in Italian. We then obviously have, and we'll talk in closer detail with regards to our marketing management, which has as part of its course, data marketing and analytics. So just to give you an overview, what's the type of format that we have? So this is full-time, it's on campus. It runs from January 2025 to April of 2025 is the first term. The second term will then run up until July of 2025. An internship, which will then run from July of 2025 to January of 2026. This is a university master that is released directly from the University of Bologna. So we, as the Bologna Business School, run the operational aspects behind it, but it is a master that is released directly from the University of Bologna, giving you 60 credits or CFU. So that's also a fantastic value add to this master. So what are the admission requirements? The admission requirements are that you need a bachelor's degree in any field of the studies. So any field, you don't necessarily have to have a bachelor's degree within business management or marketing. You would need also an English level B2. Let's say official English certificates are optional. They're not compulsory, TOEFL or IELTS, for example. We do an English test through our selection process. And if you do have certificates, then they mustn't be older than 3 years. So they must still be valid. So in terms of the admission, there's a first phase where you have 2 written tests. First is the aptitude test and then the English language test. And the second phase is in the motivational interview with the director of the master. So the language is predominantly in English for those that would like to choose specific tracks of business management. So in terms of our application deadlines, we are in our 4th round of application, both for the business management as well as marketing management professional masters that have their deadline on November the 4th. The selection round will then take place on November the 7th, which is the written test. and November the 13th and the 14th, which is the motivational interview. You then have, we then take about 10 days to publish a ranking. And based on the ranking, you then can decide whether or not you'd like to enroll. And the enrollment deadline is then December the 3rd. And then we will start the course in January. So in terms of Master in Business Management, here, this is just to give you a quick overview. Yet, however, Pierluigi and Alessandro will go into more detail about what you can expect from the courses, as well as what you can expect from a specific track when it comes to business management, when it comes to the marketing management and data marketing and analytics. Pierluigi will take you into some further depth with regards to those two. So if you guys would like to then perhaps take this moment.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Gabriella. And nice to meet you. I'm Alessandra, the education specialist from the Master in Business Management. I want to start from the goals of this professional master. So consider, as you can see from the naming, this is a Master in Business Management aimed to young graduates that want to earn knowledge and skills about general management. It is like an MBA for young graduates, and it is divided in two parts. From January to April, during the Master in Business Management, you will have a 360 vision of how a company works. So you will attend classes starting from accounting and control to corporate finance to marketing, digital marketing, supply chain management, sustainability. So the goal of the first part of this master is to support you also to understand the kind of function or role do you want to achieve in your future professional path. After earning this first 360 vision of how a company generally works, in the second part of the master, so from May to July, you will attend classes related to the kind of industry you are more interested in. So the main characteristic of this Master in Business Management is that you can link the concepts of general management to the kind of industry you are passionate about. It is not mandatory to have an economic background to attend this master. In fact, every year we have the 70% of students coming from very different backgrounds, and you will start each classes from the beginning. So it can be a very good master if after this path you want to work in marketing, in sales, in export management, or if you want to start your entrepreneurial idea. As Gabriella told before, choosing the Master in Business Management, you can choose among 8 different tracks. 5 of them are held in English language and 3 of them are held in Italian language. Among the ones that are held in English language, you have the global and emerging markets, if you are interested in all the contents related to the internationalization of companies abroad. So if you are interested in Asia, Middle East, North Africa markets, it can be the good track for you. Then we have the green management and sustainable business track. If you are interested in the sustainability topics. Italian premium brands, if you are passionate about fashion, automotive, or design, consider that Italian premium brands is focused on the luxury and on the made in Italy content. Life science and medtech, if you are interested in this field, so all the companies related to pharma or biotech. And finally, within the English language track, you have tourism, heritage, and events if you want to work in this kind of services. Finally, I want to give you other two important information about this master. The first one is that above the mandatory classes you will be asked to attend during this master, you will be also involved in a lot of activities focused on the improvement of your soft skills, such as negotiation technique, public speaking, team building, because we want to support you to grow also as a manager, not only as a specialist on a specific industry or function. And the second feature of this master is that you will work very closely with companies from our business network. First of all, in the second part of the master, you will be involved in 3 different company project work. So in May, June, and July, you will work with 3 different companies that will give you a realistic problem they are facing in their business in order to give you the opportunity to work in subgroup and give them a project, a real project you want to submit to the company. And finally, you will be also involved in a 1-year master project that we called in Italian progettone. And with this activity, we will support you to create your startup. So with the support of 2 consultants, you will develop your business idea, creating your business plan, your communication plan. So before giving the stage to Claudio, I want to say you that this master can give you a very practical approach to the world of business. Now I'm glad to introduce you Claudio Venezia, that is an alumnus from the Master in Business Management, and he can give you some information about his experience during this master and also the skills he gained and what kind of professional goals he achieved after this master. So I give you the stage, Claudio.
Thank you, Alessandra, and good evening, everyone. Let me say that I feel a little bit nostalgic right now because I attended like a very similar webinar 12 years ago. I wanted to attend Bologna Business School, and I remember I was really excited and curious to start this journey. But at the same time, I felt like I was scared and full of uncertainty because I didn't have many information to evaluate this decision. I remember that I was 22 years old and I was looking at all my fellow students, friends, and they were all doing the same path, the same training course, the same university. So I felt like from a company perspective, they were all perceived like equals. So basically they have like the same story to tell. And probably the reason why I decided to start Bologna Business School is because it could have gave me the opportunity to diversify my journey. So of course, unique skills are very important, but the reason why I chose this master was because it would have given me the opportunity to work with companies, so to work with real data, real problems. And also, this could have given me the opportunity to build my own network. Let me just share my journey, my career journey. So thanks to Bologna Business School, I started working in fashion companies as a business analyst across Italy and Europe. I worked for Max Mara Fashion Group, Guess Company, Jackerson, and I always seen this kind of experiences as a chance for me to learn from the best people And I wanted to develop unique skill to apply them to my own project. So I really wanted to become an entrepreneur. And in 2016, when I felt to be ready, I came back to Bologna and I launched my first startup, which was the first Italian healthy food delivery service. Thanks to the start. Oh, anyway, the co-founder of my first startup was another fellow student of Bologna Business School, which lately became my best friend. So we founded together after Bologna Business School our first startup. And thanks to this startup, I had the opportunity to accelerate the project in Silicon Valley. In particular, in San Francisco, I had the opportunity to grow as an entrepreneur, working side by side with the most important companies in the world: Facebook, PayPal, Tesla, LinkedIn, and so on. So I had the opportunity to grow as an entrepreneur. And when I came back to Italy, we sold the company to a larger one. So our startup was acquired by a larger company. And this was a moment where a new chapter started in my life, because after being an entrepreneur, I really wanted to share my knowledge and experience with other people. So I wrote my first book about startup, and I started teaching in the universities. Can I spoiler something? Alessandra was talking about the master project. If you are considering to join Bologna Business School, I will be one of your professors, since I am in charge of the startup master project, which is basically what Alessandra just said, a specific training course designed to develop your entrepreneurial mindset. So you start in January by developing your own business idea, your own startup, and you finish the journey in July by presenting the idea to a panel of investors, managers, and incubators. So you will have the chance to work with real data, real problems, facing things like market analysis, competition, marketing strategy. So real data, real problems, and that's very important for us. At the same time, before being a professor, I'm still an entrepreneur. I'm founder of a marketing company, which is called Officina Startup. We drive the growth of other companies, in particular startup, thanks to digital tools. So basically, we are focused on digital advertising platforms such as Meta, Google, and email automation. And this is basically my journey. And probably one of the things that I want to underline in conclusion, and probably the most important benefit of attending a master's like this one, is the opportunity to build your own network, since every professor, every manager and entrepreneurs you will meet during the journey will be inside your network for life. And this, trust me, will make the difference in your career if you really want to accelerate your career and multiplying opportunities. So the most important benefit will be your opportunity to build your own network with high quality people. And in conclusion, I just want to say that I hope to see you soon in Bologna, and I really want to be part of your training course. So looking forward to see you in Bologna.
Thank you, Claudio. And now we give the stage to my colleague Pierluigi and the alumna Giulia in order to speak you about the Master in Marketing Management.
Thank you very much, Alessandra. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pierluigi, and here at Bologna Business School, I'm in charge of coordinating the professional masters of the marketing area as we speak of the Master in Marketing Management and Data Marketing Analytics. These are the two tracks of the main master, which is Marketing Management. The master itself actually started with only one of the track at the times where the first name of the master was sales and marketing and not marketing management. So the first of the two tracks, marketing management, is aimed at preparing students for the let's say a more natural side and traditional side of marketing, focusing specifically on the two main aspects of this area, of this function that's behind within a company. That is to say, product or service or a consumer. It aims at doing so with the core courses. These are so called because these core courses, 7 core courses, are common to both tracks, so both marketing management and data marketing analytics, which are aimed at strengthening the marketing analysis skills of the students with the course of data analysis for market research, then continuing with analyzing with the courses of consumer behavior, and then how to manage a customer relationship with the course of CRM, going on with marketing strategy and a course of business ethics and sustainability, which I want to stress is a course also common to all the professional masters of Bologna Business School. Then going more in depth with one of the first track, with the first track, which is marketing management. It goes on with the, as I was saying, the most traditional part of marketing, continuing with courses of product and brand management and principles, channel and retail management, advertising and communication, Salesforce management, trade marketing. So as you can see, as you can already foresee, it encompasses the main aspects of the marketing function at 360 degrees. Then 4 or 5 years ago, a new track was activated for this master, which is the track in data marketing analytics. Why was it done so? Because collaborating with the professional masters, there's a specific program advisory committee. So with members of a committee board coming from the job market, coming from the world work, who are improving us year by year with what the companies nowadays need. So what we from our side need to improve in our courses and improve or create from zero, from scratch in our course. That's why the data marketing analytics track started. It has the main aim, the same aim of the marketing management, as you can see from the, as I said, with the core courses. So hard skills of CRM, consumer behavior, data analysis for market research, accounting, business ethics and sustainability, but then going more in depth with the world of data, starting with how a strategy of data is conceived and ending with the data marketing management laboratory. So this is how the main difference from the two tracks is specifically. Here, our alumna Julia De Blasio participated, was an alumna of the first track, so marketing management. And I would like to ask her to tell us more about her journey, her experience here at the campus in BBS, if her expectations were met before and after attending the professional master in marketing management here at the Bologna Business School. Thank you very much, Julia, again for participating.
No problem at all. Hello to everyone, and thank you, Luigi, for giving me the stage. I feel like Claudio, a bit nostalgic, although I graduated 2 weeks ago. So my journey ended a year ago, but the graduation only took 2 weeks ago. My career is so shorter than Claudio's, and I will not be among your professor for sure. But surely I can tell you about my experience in BBS. I came into contact with BBS super randomly. I remember my sister boyfriend went to university in Bologna, and he always told me how wonderful his experience in Bologna was. So searching for info for a master's program in Bologna, I found BBS. And I immediately got in touch with amazing people such as Pierluigi that guided me through the matriculation process and helped me make my best decision of life, best choice, and make the process easier and easier. And in Italy, my path is almost acknowledged to be a bit peculiar because I come from Milano, and many people usually come to Milano to do university and masters. And I was the one that was going far from Milano to do my master. So I decided to go to Bologna, and I honestly would continue to make this choice. Bologna is now my favorite city in the world. The friends I had there and that I have there are amazing and are friends from the master. So I can tell you that the friends and the colleagues you will meet during your path, during your master program, will forever have a place in your heart. And Pierluigi was asking the activities that I have done during the year of the master. And I can remember the exchange we had with the Catholic University of Ingolstadt in Germany, and what a memory! We have been there for 4 days, and a month later, the guys from boys and girls from the Catholic University of Ingolstadt came to Italy. And in our case, the exchange was done to be able to go more in depth with the innovation in retail. And it was very interesting because both in Italy and in Germany, we visited many companies and saw their production processes and their stores where they were able to exhibit their finished products. So the whole thing was very enriching, both on a professional and on a human level. And of course, the trip gave me the chance to bond even more with my fellow master students and to meet even more people that are now in my that I follow on my LinkedIn, and that are really their stories were really enriching and motivational for me. And another activity that I remember, but honestly, it was not organized by the school, but it is just to stress how you will bond with your master students, your fellow master students. For us, we organized such a tournament between masters, and where the master in marketing management won the first prize. So I recommend you that if you decide to enter and to enroll in this master, you have to carry high the name of the master in marketing management. And so my going on a professional level, I can tell you that after the master, my dream was to enter in the beauty industry. And Bologna Business School gave me the chance to find an internship in the industry that I loved. I decided to go back to Milano and not stay in Bologna, but it was my choice because I wanted to stay more close to my family. And right now, after the master, we ended the master program in July, and in September, I started an internship at Coty. Coty is a really big group with many brands in their portfolio, from perfumes, makeup brands, and I have been there for 1 year. And after that year, in July 2024, I decided to to change the company. And right now I'm in L'Oreal, so always in the beauty industry, and I'm a trade marketing intern, but my internship will finish in a few months, so they already tell me that I will be hired, so I'm really happy that the master has enriched me with many skills, and I'm able to do every task they ask me, and they're really happy with me, and the knowledge I carry with me, thanks to BBS, of course. So I have another important thing to share with you, that during my selection process, I was awarded with a merit scholarship. So if you are interested, Bologna Business School offers many opportunities also, and offers also a financial aid. And in my case, in general, Bologna Business School has a really fair selection of the people who need, who deserve a merit scholarship. In my case, I was awarded. I don't know if this is the right moment. I was awarded with the scholarship, but I remember during the the oral test, Professor Pizzi, that is the director of the master, asked me what I could bring to the class once I was accepted in the master program. I was shocked because I was ready on any other question except for that one that was really simple and but also so deep. And I answered that I was ready to bring to the class joy. I know it's funny being said like that, but I was looking forward to bring my eagerness to do and put myself out there. So maybe that was the moment when they choose to give me the merit scholarship. So the process is really fair, and everyone is eligible for the merit scholarship, no matter the grade you had during your bachelor. It only matters who you are and your motivation. So that's it, I think.
Thank you very much, Julia, for sharing your experience. I leave the floor to Nelly now, who will open up our Q&A session. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, all of you, for this great presentation and discussion. Just to remind everyone who is listening, it's still time to ask your questions. Use the Q&A box. We have a few very, very interesting questions, and I would like to open the Q&A portion of this webinar talking about entrepreneurship, because you already touched upon this subject. So there are a few questions related to how the school helps people who want to start their ventures. Do you have any incubators? Do you have any resources addressing, helping people and students to understand the startup environment, maybe events, conferences they can participate in?
Yeah.
Would you like to take it, Alessandra?
Yeah, I can try to answer to this question. Also, thanks to the support of Claudio, that is an expert in terms of incubator and startups. I just want to say that, of course, since Bologna Business School is based in Bologna, so in Italy, our business network is stronger in Italy and in Europe. So we'll try to do our best to enrich our business network also with international contacts and partner, but we suggest you, if you'll decide to come here in Italy to live the experience in Italy and in Europe from a 360 point of view, also using the local network we try to give you. Consider that entering in Bologna Business School means also to be part of a very, very big community of alumni and also managers and professors. So also after the classes and the internship, you can have a very strong link with the community. We have firstly a portal in which you can also be in touch with your classmates and with all the people who joined Bologna Business School during the years. And then the school organized some leadership talks that are open to all the communities. So after your master journey, you will have also always the opportunity to keep in touch with the school and your network. Finally, consider that above the professional master we told you about today, Bologna Business School offers also executive master's program. So a lot of our students, after some years of professional experience, decide to improve their career and give a boost to their career thanks also to an executive program. So you will keep the contact and the link with the Bologna Business School for your life. So I give the stage to Claudio for the contacts that you can have with incubators and also entrepreneurs.
Okay, yes, as Alessandra said, we are very focused on startup environment. As I said, I'm in charge of the Startup Master Project, which is basically an incubation training course. So you start from journey by from zero, starting from the original idea, and we drive you till the final presentation in July to external incubators. So in this case, external incubators are partners or BBS. One thing I would like to underline is that over the years, we had a few startups that were born thanks to the Startup Master Project. So we had students that were presenting their business idea and then they build their own company after the Startup Master Project. And another thing I will add is that every year we have probably the most important event in Emilia-Romagna region, which is the Startup Day, organized by Bologna Business School, where we have hundreds of startups coming from all over Italy, and then you will have the opportunity to meet potential clients, business angels, incubators, and so on. So if you are considering Bologna Business School for the entrepreneurial part, I would say that's probably the only master in Italy that has this focus on startups and startup master projects.
Thank you very much for answering this question. We have another one, a little bit more fun, I would say, to the both alumni. Can you talk a little bit about the study-life balance? How busy were your program? Did you have time for social activities? And just to bring Julia back into conversation, you can go first if you wish, and then Claudio.
Yes, of course. The study and life balance are super super fine. You have time to have your study and prepare for exams, but you also have time to bond with your colleagues, and you can do study and bond together. I mean, you can study with your friends for your exam, so you have the perfect work and life balance. And yes, as I said, we organized many activities like the soccer tournament, so you can easily have your life in Bologna set. You have your friends, but you also are there to build your career. So it's it's perfect for like a student. For me, it was perfect because I had the opportunity to grow professionally, but also on a human level.
Yeah, I do agree with Julia in terms of social activities, especially with your fellow students and colleagues. But I also won't lie to you, it's gonna be challenging. So you're gonna have like days where you're gonna have exams, workshop, or the startup master project. So it's very important that you are also focused on studying, and the social activities you're gonna have are related to uh, the the whole process, because we want you to allow building your network starting from your fellow students. So it's very important that the social activities that you will do if you are considering to come to Bologna are with your fellow students.
Thank you very much. Maybe, Gabriela, we can come back to you with a few questions related to admissions requirements. I see a few questions related to specifically the language requirements. First, what English language test do you accept? Again, do you have your own or only these official ones like TOEFL and IELTS? And the second one is about Italian language requirements. If someone wants to study one of the programs taught in Italian, what level of proficiency they need?
Perfect. Thank you, Nelly. So with regards to the English requirements, we do accept a TOEFL or IELTS valid certificate. However, it is not compulsory. So if you do have that certificate, we accept it if it's valid. If you don't have the certificate, then we do our own internal English test that is part of the selection process. And on that, I would like to speak to this slide as well, just to let everybody know that, as Julia said, we offer financial aid when it comes to our masters, due to the fact that we offer scholarships on merit. So based on the ranking and based on the performance of the selection tests during the selection process. And then to answer your question regarding Italian, I'll actually loop Alessandra into this one if she has the information with this regard. Thank you.
Yeah, for the Italian, it can be the same of English, considering that in our Italian track, we have mainly Italian students or international students that speak Italian very well, considering that all the professors, all the class materials will be in Italian language. So of course we can accept A2 level, and we will assess your Italian language level during the selection process. So if you will apply for the Master in Gestione d'Impresa, Food and Wine, you will do the written test and the motivational interview both in Italian language, and you can demonstrate to the committee that you have the right level to be a future student of this master. Of course, I think that with a B2 level, you can apply for this master, and studying the old master in Italian can be a very strong, can be very helpful for you to improve your Italian language skills. So.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for answering this. Maybe while we have you speaking, there is a question related to the specializations and how much one student can tailor the program. For example, if they want to specialize in agricultural innovation or rural development, and they take maybe sustainability tracks, is there any other opportunities for tailoring the program or taking additional courses?
Yeah, so speaking about the tracks of the master in business management, the answer is not, because since our masters are linked to specific projects that we share with the University of Bologna, we cannot change the subjects of the master. So the students are asked to attend the classes and take the exam linked to the master they choose at the beginning of the selection phase. As I told you before, during the year, the school offers a lot of talks and events open to the community, so you will have the opportunity to join this kind of session, but the programs are not, it's not possible to change the contents of the program, choosing exams or classes from another master to another. No, it is not possible.
Okay. Thank you very much for answering this. We have here a question about your MBA program. Right now we're talking about masters. I just want to mention that next month we are organizing a specifically webinar for the MBA program. Apart from that, I don't know if Gabrielle want to mention anything right now about MBA.
Yes, I can quickly, if you give me a specific question, Nelly.
Yeah, the question is about scholarships for the MBA program.
So the scholarships for the Global MBA, which is our full-time MBA program, works very similarly to that of the professional masters, because they are both full-time masters and both masters that are released directly from the University of Bologna. So here, in the case here, you can see scholarships are awarded based on merit, based on the tuition fee of the program. So that's exactly the same for the Global MBA. We offer a merit-based scholarship higher because the Global MBA costs a little is more expensive. So our scholarships and our financial aid works exactly the same on merit, and we have different values because of the fact that the tuition fee for the Global MBA is a little bit higher. For the hybrid MBA, which is another English MBA that we have, we offer different types of financial aid, as that is released directly from the Bologna Business School. So it's not exactly the same, but I do encourage, yes, as Nelly said, for any of you that are interested in MBAs to join our MBA webinar, which is coming up in the middle of October.
Okay, thank you very much. And since we have a global audience coming from everywhere, there is a question related, do you have to be European citizen to study any of these programs? Maybe you can help here a little bit.
Sure, absolutely. No, not at all. Obviously, the professional master in marketing management and business management is in its fourth round of selection phases. So the sooner that you apply, obviously, and you go through the selection phase, if you are non-European citizen, you would have to apply for a visa. And in that visa, on your arrival, you would have to apply for what is known as a residence permit. So no, of course, any nationality can apply.
Great, thank you. I think we covered most of the questions. I'm just giving 1 minute more to anyone who has additional question to type it in the Q&A box. Meanwhile, I have a question of my own. I always ask alumni, what was your favorite subject and why during studying your program? I don't know, Claudia, Julie, who wants to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. So for sure, for me, my favorite subject was marketing. And then I applied this also to my company. So marketing for sure.
Thank you.
For me, principles of channel and retail management or marketing strategy, because I think that the retail side of marketing, what do you expect on a store when you enter, is what I am doing now in my job. So it's really interesting how I can apply the concept I have learned in BBS to my work now.
Okay, thank you very much, both. I think we covered the main topics, the most asked questions, and gave great information to everyone who is considering applying for any programs. I have nothing else to add. Gabriela, any final words before closing the event?
No, not at all. Thank you very much, Nelly. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And we look forward, obviously, to seeing your applications. Don't hesitate to contact the UniMi team. And if you'd like any further questions, the UniMi team will always loop us in to answer anything else. So thank you very much.